Okay, Chloe, so you've come from the higher tier. So you did the higher tier back in the summer, which you didn't do brilliantly in. Let's have a look. So you got an E. You only did one of the papers, but still you were a long way off a grade C. So hopefully, we can put that right and guarantee you a grade C in the foundation tier. So this is your first go at the foundation paper. You haven't given me an estimate of your marks, but let's see how you get on. And 23, two numbers that have a difference of 29. So you're looking for two numbers that when you subtract them give you 29, and the ones that you're looking for are those. That's correct. That's correct. This one isn't. The nearest 1,000, because that's more than 500, it's actually nearer to 7,000. And here you've missed out the fact that 6 3s are 18. 1 3 4 6 is correct, and with this one, the largest even number that you can make, you have to use a 4-digit number. So what you're looking for is you've got two even numbers, 6 and 4. You're going to want the 6 in the most powerful position, which would be in the thousands. So then you're going to have the 4 at the other end. So these two number digits have to be the 1 and the 3. And you want to make it as large as possible, so you want the 3 in the hundreds and the 1 in the tens. So have a practice with things like that, because that type of thing comes up quite quickly. Quite often, sorry, what am I on about? 2 there, 1, none, 1, 1, none, 1 out of 2. 1, none. 11 and 34 are correct. Here the value is 8,000, so you've written it like that, it's fine. If you choose to write it in words, you have to make sure that you're saying 8,000. With this one, you need to use the same form that they give them to you. So you need to write 0.73, 3/4, and 77%. So you've got 2 marks for your conversions, but you've lost that one there, and you get those 2 there. So total for the page: 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 12, 14. 67 is correct. With this one, we'll definitely be practicing these in the next couple of weeks, but for now, take a look how I explain that on the video clip. That is fine, although they're looking for you to lay it out as a tally chart, but it doesn't matter, you've got the right figures there, so that's good. Rugby is the mode. That is fine. The only mark you're going to drop is because you haven't told me that this axis is frequency. It's the totals of each sport. So of the 4 marks available for that, you're going to get 3 of them. Now then, here we've gone wrong in both parts of this question. For part A, you're looking for the total distance as you walk around the shape. So if you start there, for example, it's going to be 8 plus 3. Then this distance, as you've written there, is 5. Then you need that distance. Now that distance is going to be 2, because that's 3 and that's 3. So that must be 2 to make 8. So there's a 2 there, a 5 there, a 5 there. 8, 3, 5, 2, 5, 3, 8, 8. You have to add all of those up. So what you've done there is wrong. The units for perimeter are just centimeters, but that doesn't matter because it hasn't asked you for it. And then this is just for a specific type of shape, which is a trapezium. This you have to divide up into smaller rectangles, work out their areas and add them together, which is work we were doing last week. So it's bit disappointing that you haven't managed to get any of those 6 marks. Fourth of the page. 6x is correct. This one, right, this is a really common mistake that you've made here. The 6 and the t, if there's no sign between them, are joined by a multiply. So that has to be not 65, but 6 times 5. Not 49, but 4 times 9. So that's a common mistake. Make sure that you don't make that mistake again. These points are all in the wrong place. The first number tells you which direction to move in the x direction, which is horizontal, and the second digit tells you which direction to move in the y direction, which is vertical. So 6 minus 5 means you're going across 6 and then down 5, so that point A is there, and then B is negative 2 and then down 4, which takes you to there, and C is negative 3 and then up 3 to there, so no marks there. In this question, this angle needs to be 54 degrees. Now 54 degrees is what that line there takes us to. So your angle is wrong. However, your length is right, it is 9 centimeters. So your angle is wrong, your length is right, you've made a triangle, you're going to get 2 marks for that. Obtuse is wrong. Obtuse is bigger than 90, smaller than 180. Greater than 180 is called a reflex angle. 3 marks to the page. Take a look how I explain that in the video clip. We're into the sort of higher tier overlap now. We will be practicing volume, but it may be something that you can sort yourself out. This is wrong. What you've done there is you've translated those shapes, not turned them. So take a look at the video clip for that one. This is right, and that one you're missing that line of symmetry there. So that should be 1 mark there. Now these points should lie in a straight line, so you've gone wrong there somewhere. Let's take a look at where they should be. So they're all in the wrong place. With a question like this, the first thing that you need to do is to work out what each little square on each axis represents. So with this one, you're going from 0 to 10 in 10 jumps. So each little square is worth 1 unit. In this direction, you're going from 0 to 20 in 10 jumps. So in this direction, they're going up in 2s. Once you've established that, the question then becomes more straightforward. So the first pair are 114, 43. So there's 100, that's 110, 112, 114, 41, 42, 43. So it should be there. The next pair are 85, 32. So there's 80, 82, 84, halfway 85, 42 is there, and 24 and 9 would be 20, 22, 24 and 9. So you can see there why yours don't join up in a straight line, and the conversion graph goes all wrong from there. So see, once you know what that is, if you can then work out the rest of that question. With this one, you haven't read the information completely. Okay, what that is telling you is even if once you take them away the answer is negative, you make it positive. So that one there should be a +1. Take a look at how I've done that in the video. If you want to practice it, On Jones the Sums, you're looking for the topic games of chance. Okay, questions like that come up often. They're worth, as you'll see there, 8 marks for that question, and that's something that you should be able to do. Need to be able to do. Right, so what have we done here? So 18 kilograms, 11 kilograms, half of 18 include the weight of the bucket, so you can't half the 18. First of all, you've got to take off, see how much was actually lost, which is the difference between those, which is 7 kilograms, and then you double that. So again, watch how I've explained that question. .54 is correct. So 2 marks for that. That is 140, well done. And 140 and that have to add up to 180. So you've done all the hard work. All you have to do now is do 180 take away 140. So y must be 40. So almost there. It's got positive correlation. You don't draw a line like that with a scatter graph. What you're looking for is a line like that. Okay, so you're just making the line go through some of the points, but the slope is running along a similar slope to the points. So your points, let's just check whether they've been plotted in the right place. Yes, you plotted the points in the right place. You correctly said it's positive. Your line is wrong, but then 90 customers is correct from your graph. 2, 4, 6, 8 marks for the page. For this one, how much do they spend in the sandwich shop on a Friday? So choose something that's easy to work with. So 100 people on your graph would be 490. So 490 for 100 means they each spend £4.90. Watch how I work through that. Again, there's a lot of marks for that question. If you got that question right, that would make a massive difference between one grade and another. And with this, you now need to keep dividing. So you haven't finished that. That's not what they're looking for there. And that again is an angle properties question. If you could do the one earlier, you may have a chance with that. Have a look how I work through that. Okay, Chloe, so that was your first opportunity to try a foundation to your paper. I don't think you've done enough to get a C. Let's see how close you are. 14, 18, 22, 25, 26, 27, 35, 35. So you're quite a long way off. 35 on that paper would have been an E, and you're about 10 marks off a grade C, off a grade D even. So there's quite a bit of revision that you're going to have to do, but we've still got about 7 weeks to go, so there's plenty of time to put things right.